Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a twin flame reading today, but it is going to be for divine feminines. So my previous video was about divine masculines and what they might possibly be going through for the year of 2018. I took it from January all the way to December and just kind of broke it up month by month and showcased the different energies that they may be dealing with at that time. And throughout that video, I realized that I was channeling 3 different sets of divine masculines out there. So it really gave an opportunity for you divine feminines to identify with which divine masculine I was channeling, which one may have spoke to you. And there might be some of you that watched the video and none of that information resonated, which is totally fine too. So anyways, moving forward for divine feminines, I want to do the same thing. I may channel more than just one set of divine feminine. And so I'm open to that not happening, or I'm opening to it happening. So I think I'm just going to let Spirit just kind of guide me through that process just to kind of see what we're talking about here. I have a variety of different decks that we're going to be using today, and I'm just going to kind of just do what I want to do. I'm not going to follow an outline, is what I'm trying to say. I'm just going to be guided to just pick up cards and start using them. And whenever I feel like the messages are enough, we'll move on to the next month. So here we go. We're starting off with the Mariel Tarot. It's a very difficult deck to shuffle, I've noticed. So because of this, let's see if anything pops out. And it has, so we will take it. I'll put that over here. Okay, so this is kind of sideways for me, and so is this. So I'm going to go ahead and read them sideways, which means I'll do the positive and the challenging aspects of both of those cards. I love it because right off the bat, we have the Divine Feminine energy and the Empress, okay? So we're right on track here. That's just Spirit's confirmation for me, as in the Divine Feminine will be really embracing walking into 2018, just this amazing part of herself, the strong Divine Feminine energy of herself, really going into with a fresh attitude, going in with the attitude that she is she is the divine feminine, that she is strong, that she is creative, that she is beautiful, that she is enough, that she has enough confidence in order to create magic in her life, that she has the ability to just create or manifest whatever she wants to bring into herself in 2018. So it's very, very positive. Now this 3 of Wands here, I love this energy because this is all about creating something in the physical world, but it's about creativity as well and living your passions and really knowing what you want, okay? I feel like the reason why it might have come up sideways, because it's depicting both the positive and negative aspects of this card, which is, we come into 2018, we feel good, but there could be some things, some self-doubts that we're still dealing with, and that, we may not feel 100% on top of our game the whole time. Okay, we're going to go through our little pitfalls. We're going to go through our little bit of doubts and disbeliefs that we're even on the right track or that we can do this, etc. But the 3 of Wands for me, though, upright, is very beautiful, and that's where I'm going to keep it. Because I feel moving forward, we are going to be able to battle it, and we are going to be able to embrace our full power and our creativity. And we're going to, right off the bat, it's like we come into 2018 with all these plans and all these ideas that we've had, all these things that we want to accomplish moving forward, and we're just going to nail it. We're going to do it, okay? Now, this 2 of Cups card here, this is the relationship with the Divine Masculine. This is the connection. I think the reason why it's not reversed, but it's just kind of like in its sideways position, is because it's there, but it's not for some of us, okay? Some of us are in union, some of us are not in reunion. And so what ends up happening there is that it's still something that we're connected to, but we're not using it anymore in a negative way. We're actually using it in a positive way. We're balancing out the energy, which is why I feel like it's right in between. We're utilizing it. We're utilizing the gifts. We're also transforming any negativity that we feel for it. We're transforming it into something beautiful. We're actually using it as a creator. We are using the energy to just kind of promote ourselves up in 2018. So wherever we felt stuck, we're using this energy now to unblock ourselves. We're using this energy to grow and to do the things and accomplish things that we haven't accomplished in a long time. It's allowing us to grow. So we are utilizing this union now in a positive way. I freaking love that. I'm so sorry about my cat. Okay. This right here is the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle cards, which I love. What else for January 2018 for Divine Feminines? Because it's looking good so far. All right. Okay, wow. I was like, hey, it's looking good so far. What could come up? Forbidden. Okay, so what I'm getting from this right off the bat is that if there's something that there's a door that you are trying to push open, it might be because it is not the right time. Forbidden. So for some of the Divine Feminines out there, they may want to make this connection. Okay, they may want to force something to happen. And so what I'm getting right off the bat is that it's forbidden for a reason. The door is not opening for a reason. There's still work to be done, not only on you but on your Divine Masculine. So if some of you feel like you're pushing or you're putting out all that positive energy, you're working on yourself, you've done all the work, why is this not happening? It's just not the right time. Unfortunately, it sucks. It's just not the right time. There's still something that needs to be created individually first before the two of you can come back together in union, which is why I feel that both of those are sideways. They're not reversed. It's not a completely, shut off issue. It's not a complete, it's not going to happen for a while. It's kind of just like some more work needs to be done. So let's just keep trucking forward and see what happens. This is the Messenger's Oracle. I'm going to take this one because it's out. Ooh, look at this. Seek the lesson. There's still lessons to be sought after, okay? There's still lessons to be learned through the separation. So I really feel like this is for Divine Feminines that are in the separation with their Divine Masculines. I mean, you may be in communication over email or phone, or maybe you've seen each other here and there, but I'm talking about like you guys aren't together, as in working positively on the union together in the 3D. So it's about somebody still needs to learn a lesson. That's why this door is still closed. Somebody still needs to learn something here. There's still something that needs to be learned. Makes complete sense. Now we are going with the Oracle of Visions. Whoa. All right, so we'll grab these here. We got two messages. Okay, so this right here, I like this card because it's like this Pandora's box almost, but it's magical. It's a magical energy that's being released by the Divine Feminine. I love this. And so this is this confirmation to me that the Divine Feminine coming into 2018 is very aware of her power. She's very aware of the magic that is surrounding her at this time. She is very aware of the divine energy that is surrounding not only her, but her Divine Masculine and this union. So she releases it, okay? She releases the power. She doesn't do it, though, in a destructive type of way. She doesn't do it because she needs to do it. She's allowing things to flow. She's allowing the universe and divine intervention to intervene in the situation. She trusts that all is well. And I really like this card too, because this shows somebody who's just laying down. They're taking a break. They're letting somebody else take over and do the work for now. All right. So Divine Feminines, I think that in 2017, it was just very clear with a lot of the readings that not only I did, but other people as well, where the Divine Feminines were doing so much work and they were having to hold up the strength of the union and, blah, 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 and all this other crap. For me, it's not that it was crap, but for me, it's like going into 2018, I already did this reading just a few weeks ago. It really showcased the Divine Feminine being in a much different state. Still strong, still caring, not necessarily getting off of the twin flame journey, but she's more or less interested in taking care of herself. She's taking kind of like a back seat. She is in control and she's moving forward with, great tenacity in her own stuff. She's not necessarily concentrating so much on her Divine Masculine. For some reason, it's like taking a little bit of a back seat and allowing her life to unfold now. It's about her taking better care of herself. That's where she's going to be. And that's what I'm seeing with this card here too, is that she's allowing somebody else to do the work. She's allowing somebody else to, keep the balance here. She's taking a break. She's tired. She's tired. She's letting the universe and spirit take over and do what it needs to do. It doesn't mean she's not going to do anything. She's definitely still working on herself. but she's just allowing other energies to come in and do what they will. She's letting go. She's letting go of her need to control the outcome. This is awesome. This is good. Okay, so I'm just going to draw some cards out of this Heart Oracle and Tarot deck. And then we'll move on to February. All right. Yeah. This is the Tower card, okay? She's freaking tired, all right? She has just collapsed. Look at this. She's collapsed, and now it's time to rebuild. It's time to allow spirit to come in and help her rebuild and restructure this situation. It's not that she can't do it on her own, but she's been trying to control this. She's been trying to do this on her own for a while. And it's not that she can't do it. It's just that she's exhausted her resources. Maybe she has put way too much effort into this connection and she's seen no results so far. And so it's kind of like taking a step back, realizing that this door is still closed, realizing that somebody still needs to learn something here, including her. And so because of that, she goes into the state where she's just more in a level of acceptance. She's thinking more about herself, more about creating. I want you to see this here. We have a 3 and a 3. For me, the 3 is all about creation. It's about creating something. It goes from the 2 to the 3. You work with someone with, you come together and you combine energies. For me, the 3, it's more than just one person. You're not just so concentrated on one person anymore. You're concentrated on the collective, or you're concentrated on the group. And you're concentrating on other energies rather than just the divine masculine. You realize that there's more at play here. You realize that the universe has more of a control in things rather than just the two of you. There's a bigger picture going on here. It's not just about you two coming back together in reunion. There could possibly be something bigger than yourselves at hand here. So you're willing to just relax. You're willing to let go of this need to figure it out right now. And you are just letting things fall away so that way you can be restructured and you can rebuild it properly this time. It's almost like whatever you had before with your divine masculine, you're not willing to just go back into the same old patterns. You want to go back when someone's actually learned the lesson, okay? Then when you go up to that door, it's no longer closed, it's open. And when it's open, you're going to know. You're going to know that it's been healed. You're going to know that the divine came in and basically created miracles within the situation. So that's all I'm going to say about this one for now for January. So it's creative, it's positive, but there's some things that are just kind of like, still not ready yet, still some lessons to learn. We still got some work to do. So now we're going to move on into February. Okay, so now we are going to move on into February. So what's going on for the Divine Feminines in February 2018? All right. Well, we're just going to take it. Even though it's a lot, we're going to take it. Okay, so right off the bat, we have Queen of Earth coming up. So this could be a special message for any of you Earth sign females out there, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. But that's not only for you. It could be a special message. What we have too here is we have the the 7 of Wands energy here. So the 7 of Wands energy is interesting because it's all about kind of like a battle, being ready for a battle, okay? But the thing is, how I read this card, this is the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, by the way. It's a little bit different. I feel that she has her hands over her throat because she has something to say, but she's just not quite ready to say it just yet. So somebody could come at her in February to where she is wanting to speak. She's wanting to say something, but she's still not quite sure on how to respond to it. Knowledge. This right here is her still acquiring knowledge as well in February, but that's a reminder that that is kind of where her divine masculine is still in that state where he is learning something, okay? But we have destiny. This event here and this connection between her and her divine masculine is a destined event. It is. It is destined at some point to come together again. So it's having faith in that. Yes, this will have an opportunity to come together again. This right here is the 6 of fire. So this is the 6 that is the promise of victory. It's like two people coming together and they're working something through. They're coming to terms with something. So that, when I just said we are having some kind of destiny event, you're destined to come together at some point with your divine masculine, is what that's saying. The two energies will become one. Even though we have two women, and sometimes I will read this as there are two female energies in a situation, but there might be for some of you. But what I'm seeing, those two people coming together, okay? Coming together in harmony and victory. They're getting through all of these things that they've gone through in the 3D so far. So continue to have faith. Divine Feminines, that's specific for you. Continue to have faith in this process and in this journey. Continue to have faith in your beloved. This right here is the 10 of Swords. So anything that's happened has happened for a reason. Any kind of death or any kind of ending that has taken place, any kind of just feelings of being stabbed in the back and having to pick yourself up and to walk away and just move on and carry on. The worst of a situation is over. It can't get any worse than it has gotten, okay? So it's just, again, that another reminder of, you know what? The worst is now behind you. Now it's time to expect something positive. And then we have the Sage here. So the Sage for me is the Hierophant. And so the Hierophant is somebody who has acquired spiritual knowledge. He has grown. He's grown from the youth to the middle guy, which I don't know who he is in this deck. I think it's the Father to the Sage. So he has grown. Now he has wisdom. And once he acquires this wisdom, the two of you can come together. And look at this. Oh my gosh. I love this card. This is a divine masculine here, but he's got the dark and the light. This is a 2. So again, we have 2 2s that really promise some kind of a connection, some kind of a reunion, two people standing together. But to me, what this is really saying here, and especially for the divine masculine, is that this is kind of where he's at right now. He's in the dark, he's in the light. And that's really where you want somebody to be anyways. You can't be all dark and you can't be all light. You know, I mean, that's just my personal opinion. Some people might totally disagree with that. But I think it's good to have balance in both. You're balanced in reality, but you're also balanced in the light as well. And so it's about coming to perfect harmony and balance within those two energies. And that's really where your divine masculine, he's going to master this. He's going to come home to himself. He's no longer going to have an issue with being 2 in the light or 2 in the dark. He's going to be right in the middle, just right for you. And that's where you guys are going to be able to come together and have this harmonious connection again. All right. So what I'm seeing here for these divine feminines and masculines that I'm channeling with this information here is that there's definitely work that's being done. And there is a victorious event in the end that takes place where two people will come together. They will come to an understanding. These divine masculines will get their shit together. They will blend these energies quite well and make it work for them. They'll start to understand a lot more about themselves. Okay, so now we're going into Madame and Doris fortune-telling cards, and one already came out. This is the Oracle. This says seek wisdom and guidance from elders. So for divine feminines out there, and I feel that this is actually connected to the divine masculines because I see the Sage, which is higher knowing, possibly a spiritual advisor or somebody who's older than them, an elder that is really helping them gain wisdom on this path. But I'm seeing this for divine feminines too, where she's contacting the Oracle. The wisdom from others that have been on this path either longer or have been on this path, you know, and they know a lot or whatever that is. It's about gaining strength within her community is what that card is telling me. So it's a positive for her. All right. And now we're going to move into the Goddess Oracle. See what the Goddess has to say. That one wants to come out. So look what I just said. Huh. Sisterhood, Artemis. So this is in fact getting together with a community. I mean, it doesn't have to just be females. It could be, you know, men as well. But get together with your fellow divine feminines for this structure, for this support system that you may need at this time in order to get through this path if it becomes very difficult for you. Sometimes it's just nice to know that other people are also who are on this same path are either struggling or they're doing really well, and so it inspires you that it can be done. Now we're going into a variety of different decks here that I have. We've got Stacey DeMarco. We also have Lucy Cavendish and somebody else. I'm sorry, I think it's Carmine something. Okay. Fairy tales, letting go, detachment, moving on. Look at this. So she is letting go of something as well in February. It's not that she's letting go necessarily of the journey, but she's letting go of any of the fantasies that she has that are connected to this journey. Maybe she's not going to be so focused on this reunion that it has to happen or it has to happen soon or whatever. Maybe she's letting go of the fantasy of the journey, because I think sometimes, and it is very mysterious and magical and romantic and, you know, tough and stuff, but sometimes we can get so caught up in the light of it that somehow we lose reality within ourselves. We lose touch with what we need to do in our everyday lives because we're so just focused on 5D energy, which is great. Yes, I'm not telling anybody to stop doing that, but sometimes it can become off balance for us and we can be just so in the 5D that we're just totally disconnected from reality. And the reality is that, I guess, you know, as much as it sucks, we are in 3D reality, whether that's an illusion or not, if that even makes sense, but you know what I'm saying. But the thing is, in February, even though she sees this stuff, she feels it, it's feeling good, she believes in a reunion at some point, she's letting go of the fairy tale. She's letting go of this romanticizing of this union. It's not all about the romance. It's not all about the love and the fuzzy feelings, and all those things are great. And it's not to just rain on anybody's parade. But that's not what all this journey is about. It's not just about that aspect. It's a great part of the, it's a great aspect of this journey, but it's not all of it. And so I feel for some divine feminines out there, she's really going to be working on letting go, just letting go of certain aspects of things. She's just not going to be, not wasting time, but she's just not going to be in the clouds anymore with certain ways of thinking. Now we're going to see what our angels have to say. All right, we have quite a few, and we'll take it. Magician and the Mirror. I love this because to me it's just like the Magician in a tarot deck. So she has the ability to use these magical skills that she has, this universal energy. She has it to utilize it in such a positive way. We saw that in the previous cards where she is allowing this universal energy that is, you know, available to her, to whether it can help her, the universe will use it to help aid her, or she can in fact use these magical abilities that she has within herself to create the magic in her life. If only she would recognize the image in the mirror staring back at her, that she is the magician of the life of her life. She is the creator of her life. Healing. So again, February may be where she's just healing, and maybe she's doing her healing with letting go of some of the fairy tale aspects of the journey, and she's relying on the community or her sisters or her friends or just whatever that healing community is for her to help nurture her during this time. But dreams, this is telling you not to give up on your dreams, to continue to live your dreams. And sometimes, and I'm just going to throw this out there because this is what I identify with. This is where I get my inspiration for my book, is by the 5D, all right? I got to be in this fairy tale aspect of things in order to write my freaking book, because that's just where it's at for me. So sometimes I've got to be there. But I've noticed that if I spend way too much time in 5D, I'm seriously like so freaking high, I can't even come down and ground myself to even deal with 3D life. So, I mean, it's something that can really take you under if you don't balance it correctly. It happens to everyone. So I just want to put that out there. But dreams, you know, sometimes you have to be in the 5D. And this is where you're going to also connect with your divine masculine, is within your dream state, within your sleeping time, in the astral plane, you know, all of that. So it's about, you can remain in that, but try to remain balanced. Try not to get so attached to the 5D to where you're not able to function in the 3D, okay? but you are the master of your own reality. So whatever you want to create for yourself, you're looking at it. You're in control of that. I mean, you know, the spirit and the universe is also in control. Divine timing is in control. What I'm saying is that you are the creator of your reality around you. So if it's going to be beautiful, that's great. If it's going to be negative, then that's not so great. But anyways, yeah, this is all really, really positive. So now we're going to move on into March. Okay, so I noticed with the other reading that I had done divine masculine messages. So now I want to see what the divine masculines have to say for the month of March to their divine feminines. There it is. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Okay. So I don't know why I just waited until March to do this, because I was thinking maybe I should have done this for every single month. But I started here for some reason. I don't know why. So maybe in March, there's going to be some of you that you've gone through January, you've gone through February. Maybe there's just something that you're going to need to say to your divine masculine in March. Maybe that's going to be the time. So what he's saying there, speak your truth, you know, even if he is not receptive to it, even if he doesn't want to hear it, even if it just seems like it would do no bit of good, who knows? He still wants you to speak your truth in some way. He still wants you to come forward and say something that's either been on your mind. Maybe it will help clear the air. If he's reached out to you and maybe you haven't responded, might be time to respond in March. Might be time to send that letter. It just might be time to get something cleared, whatever that may be. Speak your truth in a situation. It may not be connected to the divine masculine, but it probably is. All right, we'll take those. Not three. This is the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. 10 of Cups. I love it. Okay, so the 10 of Cups is just being happy in your environment, feeling complete, being at the end of a cycle. Just everything is intact. So let's go and continue, all right? Because we went from a lot of turmoil to now all of a sudden this ultimate happiness. Let's try to make sense of this. So we have some struggling here still with the divine masculine. To me, when I see these masculine figures in there, I always go with that message for the divine masculine. So even though you are creating this life for yourself and this abundance, we are still seeing that the divine masculine here is still struggling, okay? He's struggling to get on board with this 10 of Cups energy. It's there. It's available to the both of you. You guys are both aware of it, but you're living in it. He's not at this time still in March, because where he's at, 8 of Cups. Now, 8 of Cups is traditionally the card where someone's walking away from something. But in this deck, not so. This divine masculine is facing you. And he's all healed up. Even though he's struggling here, he's all healed up. And let me tell you something. This next card, that's the 10 of Wands. This is another indicator that the divine masculine gets all of his ducks in a row. He does the work. He does something. And because of this, he is able to offer you something this time. He's able to offer you. So it's been a struggle is what I'm seeing. But he gets aligned with himself to where he's ready to face you. He's ready to face you, and maybe he's ready to speak his truth to you. Wow. Very interesting. Let's see what else comes up. Will there, in fact, be a reunion in March, possibly? Very interested to see how this one matches up with the divine masculine messages that I did just the other day. Look at this. I just asked, will there be a reunion? Well, hell yes, there will be. Sorry to say, yes, there will be. I'm not sorry to say or to report, but yeah. Yes, there will be. So yeah, when I ask Spirit, is there going to be a reunion? And I see that Lovers card come up, and especially when it's in this deck where it's the Divine Feminine and Masculine face to face with their hands together in harmony. Yeah, that's a reconnection. That's a reconnection. So just going to kind of see where the messages come up for this. At least you're going to be talking or something with the Divine Masculine. People are going to be talking about how they feel, finally. Truths are going to be revealed. People are no longer going to be hiding. I don't see the Divine or Masculine hiding at all. I see him actually being just ready to expose himself in a very truthful way. He's no longer battling himself here any longer. That energy is fading away and going into this embracing his own power and being comfortable in his own skin so that way he can face his Divine Feminine. Wow, that's powerful. Very powerful. All right. Letting go. Wow. And Phoenix Rising. So I think that the reason that these cards are coming up here is because the Divine Feminine has let go. She's let go of her expectations as to how this has gone on. She's done that work in January and February. Hell, she's been doing it all in 2017 for some of you. She's let go so much to where he can finally come back. He can finally return. And once he does, it's like Phoenix Rising, man. It's like the dead has arisen is what that is to me. So something can be resurrected finally because someone has let go. They've done the work. They've let go. They've allowed their Divine Masculine to really just grow on his own, to rise from the ashes. And so now their union can be resurrected because she has really let go. So that is kind of a projected into the future message for some of you listening to what is going to be happening in March. So if you're not feeling that way right now, get in that mode so that can be created, because what we have here for the Divine Feminine is she's creating this. It's not about casting spells, and it's not about, manipulating people and getting them to do what you want them to do. That's not the kind of energy I'm talking about here. This is pure divine energy. This is law of attraction. This is working on yourself. This is working on your union. This is sending love and understanding and letting go of attachments towards your partner. This is all done in love. This isn't about doing anything against anyone's will. So please, I don't want to hear anything like that in the comments. So that is what I'm saying. That's a very beautiful. I'm going to stop right there for March because I feel like that was enough of an indicator for some of you out there. That's something very harmonious and some kind of conversation that's going to be very, very, very constructive in moving forward in 2018. That's going to be taking place in March. Fantastic. Now we're going to move on into what's next month, April. Okay, so I haven't used these cards deck, the tea leaf fortune telling cards for the month of April for Divine Feminines 2018. God, did I keep saying 2017? I really hope I didn't screw up and say that. This reading is for 2018, not 2017. All right, let me grab these. Okay, wishbone, a wish is granted. Look at this. Fantastic. Now the thing is, it says time to get out of a situation. Spiritual love, a wish is granted. Okay, so what I'm actually seeing with these messages all coming up together is that it's time to get out of a situation. Somebody gets out of a situation, and because they do, the spiritual love can be experienced and a wish is granted. That's beautiful that it came up this way. So I really feel that if some of you Divine Feminines are in a situation, or some of you the Divine Masculines are in a situation, once they get out of that situation, they're going to be able to come back together in union with you. That's what I'm seeing there. And your wish will be granted. Beautiful. Okay, so this was about the Divine Feminines, Masculines message to the divine feminine. Balance. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So hell yeah, this has definitely been a challenge, okay? It's been a challenge, but you guys have gotten through it. You have enough spiritual love, enough spiritual connection in order to support and challenge one another. You guys have both made it to what it's at, or where it's at today. It's been a tough journey, but you freaking made it. That's amazing, okay? All right, so what do I want to do here? I'm going to go through these cards here. Any more on this union? Those are way too many cards, so I'm not taking them. Some of these cards are easier to shuffle than others. This isn't one of them. It's something to do with a card stock. All right, I'll take those. Wow, the candle almost burned up those cards. Okay, make the sacrifice. Okay, again, this has been a freaking sacrifice for sure. It really has. The two of you have made a lot of sacrifices just to get to this point. Very beautiful. See the signs. You've been holding on to all those signs that you've been seeing all along. Both of you. You've been paying attention to those signs, which is why you have never given up. And guess what? Because you showed that you cared, because you were able, divine feminines, to look at that dragon, which is the divine masculine, and still love him no matter what. That is why the two of you come together. Through this supportive but challenging situation, you have made it. You have made it. That is just beautiful. I love it. Again, it's like I want to stop here because I don't want anything to dampen the beautiful energy that we have going on here, but I still feel guided. So I'm going to, what do I want to do? I'm going to do these cards here. Wisdom of the House of Night. Right off the bat, look at this. This is the High Priestess of Spirit. This is 5D right here to me. So we have this inner knowingness of just everything that has happened. We are completely spiritually aligned. We are just so high spiritually. Our vibration is so high at this point. We've attracted the right things to ourselves. We've raised our vibration so high that our divine masculine is now matching that energy. All right, which is why we have the spiritual love card and the High Priestess of Spirit. It's beautiful. And I'm not feeling those cards anymore, so I'm going to go into these ones here. Inner child. Okay, so what I'm getting actually for some of you is that these childhood issues that some of you divine masculines and feminines out there that have been carrying for quite some time, this has been part of the process. This has been part of working on those childhood issues, but this is also a opportunity to kind of start over and be children again within this reunion. It's about starting fresh. I think also for some of you, it's about actually coming together and having children and bringing children into the world. That's another thing. So some of you have been waiting to come back together and have children. Looks to me like that is going to be happening. Dream talk. So the thing is regardless of, even though we've got some union coming here, even though we've got some reunions happening, the dream talk and the connection and the 5D and the dream work that you do still continues. This isn't something that just goes away just because you guys are in union. You still are connected in that world. So for me, that is just very important. It's like you're a manifester of your dreams. You're manifesting your dreams together, actually. That's what I'm getting more than anything. You're now that you're in reunion or union, you guys are now able to manifest your dreams together in the 3D. It's no longer just in the 5D anymore. It's in 3D now. Wow. That's awesome. Look at this. Okay, so this is what I want to say. I always feel guided to say certain things. The inner child, mother and daughter. Some of you guys are meant to bring a child through. Could very well be a daughter, but I don't want you to concentrate on the sex. There's something about bringing a child into the world when it comes to this particular union in April, okay? So the divine masculine has to get out of that karmic relationship because there is a contract between the two of you. And I'm not talking about a karmic contract. This is like a twin flame thing. You know, this is part of the package. This is a part of what you guys preordained for each other coming into this existence. There is a child that's supposed to be coming through here for some of you. So yeah, to me, that's just a great indicator that there will be some type of union. Now, I'm just going to throw this out there. You may come together. You may have a physical reunion. Your divine masculine, maybe they won't be on board just yet, but there is enough substance there to create that. And maybe it works out later. I mean, I don't want that broken family for anything, but I'm just saying, you know, coming together and completing a task could happen that way as well. And maybe there is something that transpires later to where, you know, you guys can come together, you know, after a few months after that happens or something. But it's almost like in this time and space in April, this connection comes together to create this. Okay. Now don't worry, that's not going to apply to every single divine feminine. Some of you may not want to have any more children. So, but if you do, that's very much a part of April's reunions. Now we're going to move on into May. Okay, so now we're looking into the month of May for divine feminines for 2018. The King of Earth. I think it's interesting that it's coming up right before or right after the messages that we just pulled about somebody, you know, coming and returning into the situation. The divine feminine's energy, reconnection. This to me is a very solid energy coming through for the divine masculine, that he will be a present or stable force or person in the divine feminine's life. This could be specific messages for any earth sign males out there, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgos. So here, yes, again, confirmed. So this is the same set here that we're talking about. This is not new. As with the divine masculines, I had several come up. This to me is the same run of divine masculines from January till now. This is a new beginning here. This is Ace of Fire. That right here is the birth of something. Now, I know that we had talked about people coming together and being pregnant and having babies. I think it's very interesting that there's this egg here, you know, I don't know. But that doesn't apply to every single situation. It could just be the birth of a new concept, a new go at this relationship. It's rebirthing. The old ways are gone. Now it's time to restructure. It's time to rebuild in a more positive way. To me, this is more delicate. The care that's put in is a little bit different than it's been in the past. There is a more seriousness, a more, just a better understanding of things moving forward here. So I'm going to go ahead and take these. Yes, there is this divine masculine that's coming forth, has something to offer now. He has something concrete now to offer, okay? This right here, he's been working damn hard too. He has really built himself up to where he's feeling stable. He's let go of unnecessary things. He's gotten rid of things. So now he has time. Now he has the energy to give back to the divine feminine. Choice. He's made choices. And because of these choices, he's decided the choice that he wants is you, this union. Abundance. Now you two can live abundantly. You can live within your environment. This has to do with combining homes or having a home together, having a family, living abundantly. So much healing has been done on the divine masculine's part. A mask has been taken off. The games are now over. Somebody is willing now to face what they want to face, who they really are. And now we have a card, 8 of Earth. This is people coming together and working together on something. So, wow, I mean, I don't really need to say much more than that. It is what it is. So we are going to shuffle some of these cards and see what else we have for this energy, because it's looking really good. Nourishing the soul. Yeah. It's about nourishing yourselves. You can now drink from this fountain. This fountain is nourishing. The water that you're drinking now is straight from source. It's straight from this relationship. It's divine. So it does nourish your soul. It nourishes the divine masculine soul to be with his divine feminine again. Time to ground. Again, you guys can get yourselves rooted now into the 3D world and start making plans and start working on one another. Trust in the magic is what the universe says of this process, because it is going to feel like magic. I feel that came up for divine masculines when I did this, is some of you divine feminines are just going to be in a little bit of a disbelief or shock that this even happened, that this even came about. You may have felt like you gave up hope and faith and just said to yourself, this isn't going to happen. This is bullshit. And some of you are going to be very surprised as how this all transpires and works out. It's pretty amazing. Look at that. In divine timing is what the universe has to say about that. Always smacking us in the face with that beautiful divine timing just phrase. I just kind of think it's funny now when I see it because we talk about it so much. So divine timing, it's trust in the magic of divine timing is what the universe is saying to you right there. But yeah, something's going on in April. Something's going on in May. There's something that's brewing. This happened for the divine masculines when I did this reading, that there was these changes were starting to be made. These reunions, you know, started to come about in June. So this is very connected, very, very similar. Look at this. You guys are able to exchange the energy once again. You guys are able to survive together in the world once again. See, this right here is a card for me. When I see it, it's the divine feminine and masculine needing to just kind of survive in a different world, exchanging the breath back and forth just in order to survive underwater. It's not such a struggle anymore. You come together in the 3D world. You no longer have to struggle anymore. Because guess what? Candy cane angel, it's time for a treat. It's time for a good time. It's time for something great. The sacrifices that you have made on this journey are over. I love the words on here. There are those worth making, and there are those that will destroy you. Well, guess what? The sacrifices that some of you have made on this journey have been worth it. And now it's time to finally enjoy it, is what I'm seeing for you guys. That's amazing. These are going to be messages straight from the divine masculine to you. Mystery. It's all going to be revealed in time. Let the mystery unfold. So right now, I understand it's still December. This is, 5 to 6 months away for some of you. Let it unfold. Let it just naturally unfold. Try not to get too worked up. Try to get not too worked up negatively if you don't see things immediately happening moving forward. Try to be more in a state of excitement with the whole process. It's very exciting. Yeah, confidence. Have confidence on this path. That's the divine feminine. Have confidence moving forward. Your confidence and your belief in yourself, not just in this union, but in yourself, is really going to push it forward in a great positive direction. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing some reunions here, April and May. That's happening. So we're going to move on into June to see if it shifts or not. All right, let's take a look here for June. So far we just have that one set. I will still keep going with it if that is the message. Well, we just got the Winds of Change card, which is, to me, Spirit's way of saying change in a direction here. There was a lot of cards that popped out with it, so. The Black Cat, your luck will soon change. So, 2 words that popped out was change. I feel that this is Spirit's way for me of letting me know that we are now going to be talking about a different set of divine feminines here, okay? So if that first set did not resonate with you, this may very well resonate with you. Oh, Okay. That's the Devil card, the Master card. But I like this card because it shows that we have this heart in a box. Now we have this man. To me, that's the divine masculine. And it's not in a manipulative way, but you have given your heart and your power over to the divine masculine. And so he is the master of this situation now. You've given him that power. You have given him that mastery over your heart. Now, in some ways, that is, you know, it's a great connection. You have your flame burning for your twin, and he's the only person that you are going to save yourself for. That's it. That's the commitment that you've made. But I feel that for some of you, it's turned into a negative obsession. It's turned into a, I can't live my life. I can't move forward. I can't do anything until this happens. So unfortunately, you are now powerless in your own way. You have given so much power to this other person, or you've given so much power over to this twin flame journey and turned it into more of like a struggle than it needs to be. And so I'm feeling like the messages moving forward are really going to be for those divine feminines that find themselves where they're not coming into union at this time, that the first messages that came through, maybe that doesn't apply to them. Maybe this is more aligned with you and things that you can do to help yourself during this transition or time of separation. Observe in silence. So again, yes, I mean, this is separation. You're still going to be observing in silence. You are still either not going to be connected to your divine masculine. He's still either going to be working on himself, or you're working on issues, or whatever the case may be. There's still going to be the separation. There's still going to be the silence where there is not a lot being spoken. And so you have no choice but to just kind of observe and see what happens. Okay. Yeah, but this will give you an opportunity to become aware, to be very, very aware of yourself, and to learn a lot about yourself during this time. This is also the Magician card here, so this is the beginning of some kind of new knowledge. It's not all a waste of time. It's not all for nothing. You're still learning something. You're still becoming very spiritual. You're becoming very connected. You are becoming aware of your skills as well. Yes, again, there is some kind of disruption. There's still something that needs to happen with this particular divine masculine for these divine feminines now that I'm channeling. There's still something that needs to happen here, okay? The devil is still very much at work, unfortunately, not only for you, but for him as well. So there's a lot of 3D crap that he still needs to get through, and there's a lot of destruction that still needs to happen, kind of like that tower moment, which is what that card is. It's the tower. So there's a disruption in the energy. There is a disruption within this union, okay? There is something that needs to come crashing down. There's something that needs to be completely dismantled before it can come back together. So to me, that is just still more waiting for these divine feminines here. And you're not waiting in vain, and you're not waiting doing nothing. You're working on yourselves. You're living your life. You know, you're not giving all of your power over to your divine masculine. It's not what it's about. Yep, that's what you're doing here. Yes, this is the Two of Pentacles. Now, again, the Two of Pentacles to me is also a confirmation of twin flames. Not in this deck per se, but it is the infinity card for me. And so this has to do with two people on earth that have that infinity and infinite connection, that destined connection. So I love the fact that this is coming up, because this is a darker kind of a message here, but it's still that recognition of, yes, this is twin flame here. Don't forget that. Doesn't mean you have to throw away your whole life over it and stop living, but it's just that confirmation that there is something special here. Your luck will soon change, though. I like that the Black Cat also offers that. Your luck will change. So even though you might feel like you've been unlucky up until this point this year for in June 2018, maybe at this point you're going to feel like, God, you know what? This has just sucked. Nothing great has happened. Your luck is about to change. Your environment is actually about ready to change. There could be some things that come into your environment. It could be your divine masculine. It could be other situations that you're going to be tending to. So you're not going to just be waiting around all depressed. You're going to have shit to do too. Yeah. Your divine masculine is still going to be stuck, okay? But it's his own choice. He's still choosing to not break away from the chains that bind him. He's still choosing to, you know, what I see here with this is he's still choosing to let that sword hurt him and wound him rather than lift that sword up and not cut himself. He's still choosing to hold the blade the wrong way. Why is he doing this? He's still got to figure things out. I'm sorry for you divine feminines out there that this is the message for you, if this is what you're identifying with. And I'm just trying to keep it real, you know? Not everybody's going to get the fairy tale this year, and that's okay. Some of us just have more lessons to learn. But see, what Spirit's telling you is to keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. You're still going to charge forward. You're not going to stop living your life. You're not even going to give up on this, is what I'm seeing here. Very soon. I like this. Very soon. Okay, so your luck is about to change. Something about very soon. So, you know, you're mid-mark in the middle of the year. You're thinking to yourself, oh, I can't do this anymore. How much longer is it going to be? How much longer can this possibly take? You're going to get some kind of a message, or you're going to get some kind of inclination of, you know what? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Even though it hasn't happened just yet. It's either right around the corner or soon. You're going to know. You're going to get that answer that you need at that time. Keep moving forward. Oh. Synthesis. I don't even know how to say that that name here, because that's really different kind of a name. Okay, so for me, what this card is an indication of is just looking, you know, looking into yourself. I mean, she's of the earth for one. You know, she's a spirit, she's of the plants, she's of the 3D world, but she's able to pick up the substance, which is that water, and to just combine herself with the elements of the earth and make it work for her. To me, it's kind of like an alchemist type of a card. Okay, it's like the magician. I think it's interesting that the magician came up here. So this is about getting in touch with your magical abilities, using your magical tools that are in front of you that are of the earth to create things for yourself. So not only are you going to be creating things in the physical world, we actually have that here too. But this is about utilizing your skills and your powers in order to make it work for you, not in a manipulative way, but just to make it work for you, to make you realize that you are not, you're not a victim. You're not powerless. You still can do something here. You can still utilize the energy and make it work for you. Yes, you're the high priestess of earth. Just what the heck I was talking about. You are a priestess of the earth, is what that is. You make the earth work for you. You use magic. And I'm not talking about witchcraft if that doesn't align with you, or you look at that in a negative way, or you don't understand, you know, what I say when I mean that, or when I say that, what I mean. It's just that being an alchemist within the world, using the elements around you, using the power of intention, using the laws of attraction, just all those things are of the earth. It's our earth. It's our earthbound, or not our earthbound. It's our earth rights to use the things that are in front of us as the tools in order to create the magic around us. Is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, that was a little tongue twisty. This is the Osho Zen Tarot. What else in June? Yep, you're just going to trust. You're just going to trust. You're literally just going to let go, and you're just going to trust in this process is what you're going to do. Okay? And you're going to be alone, but you're not going to be lonely. There's a difference. This is the Hermit card. So this also tells me too that your divine masculine is still on this track where he's just living his life. He's alone. If he is with somebody else, it's not somebody he's really connecting to. It's not going to go anywhere. But this is him just being in that state of being alone. But this is you too. You guys are on this journey together, but in the 3D, you're not together. You're together in another sense, just not in that 3D sense. But again, it's not lonely. You're just alone. There is a difference. If you're lonely, you're sad. If you're alone, you embrace this, and you embrace it, and you get excited because it's a journey that you can now be on to learn and to live your life to the fullest. All of those things. All right, now we're in July. This is the Royal Rig Tarot. Death in July. It's not a physical death, of course, but we have some kind of something that needs to be a cycle that needs to end. Okay, is this connected to you? Is it connected to your divine feminine? Masculine. Let's see. Again, somebody's blocking the roads. Somebody is not getting on board with their destiny. Somebody is still holding on to things that they need to let go of. All right. We've got the 6 of discs here, which is all about give and take. So something is off balance here. Something is off balance. So it's just not flowing. What is this? That's the divine masculine there. I wanted to know, who's this connected to, you or them? It's him or the divine masculine. So there's a roadblock, unfortunately. You're giving a lot. He's not giving enough. Okay. Or for some of you, it could be that you're doing everything and he's doing nothing. So we have those feelings coming up in July. This is for the same Sept, by the way, that I started talking about in June. I just want to take this. The sun. So the sun here for me is that promise that the sun will shine again. Okay. We just got that really in June, which is very soon things would happen, but it may not happen right away. And so you're going to start to see that things aren't changing, that he's still alone, that he's still not contacting you, that he's still not making those necessary changes for union, etc. You're still doing all the work. He's doing nothing. But the thing is that the sun promises that things will change for the better. Things will change. They won't always be this gloomy. They won't. Yeah. So for me, what I'm seeing here is that there's still so much to be experienced, and you will be remembered though. This relationship will be remembered and reviewed. The way that he looks at himself, the way that you look at yourself, everything is a reflection of where you guys have gone so far with either each other or in other relationships. So this is a time of reflection. That's what's continuing to go on right now. But again, we still have this energy where somebody is coddling someone. Now, I'm not channeling this message as motherhood. I mean, even though there might be some twin flames in this bracket here, the second section here, that wants to have children too. And that could be very well what that card means. But for me, it's really just about an infant. It's about the divine masculine still being in that state where he is not 100% ready for this kind of connection or commitment. And then see, this is what we have here. This is 8 of Swords energy to me. This is somebody who is tied down. That sword is there. They're loose enough to where they can take that sword and cut themselves free, but they're not doing it. Why aren't they doing it? Okay, they're not doing it. They're not following their path. They're not getting rid of things that are just not working. They're not moving forward. They're at a standstill. Even though things are going to change, there's not an equal give and take right now. I mean, the Sun's a great card, but it's just not enough for me to say, you know what, these people are just going to figure it out. They're going to get it together and they're just going to get through this. What does he have to say about this to the divine feminine? What does he have to say? He's got a couple of things to say, actually. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. And what I'm telling you this is that this is a reflective time for him. He's looking inside himself. That's what he's doing. He's still looking inside of himself. But we do have the manifestation and abundance card. And I think this came up actually yesterday for the divine masculines. But this abundance and manifestation, dreams really becoming a reality, is about ready to transform this relationship. So again, for me, that promises that through time, the sun will shine on your affairs and your relationship again. And the cards indicated, of course, that the answer was very soon, but still soon is not a good enough time marker for me. Choose your words carefully, and the true feelings are still masked. So again, somebody's still holding back, somebody's still not dealing with something, someone's still not willing to take that mask off just yet. So choose your words carefully. And so that's an indication that if you have any kind of conversations with your divine masculine, that is that indication of really needing to make sure you don't fly off the handle. It's not like you can't say what you want to say. Certain conversations may just need to be had. Certain things may need to be said. It's just saying choose your words carefully. Choose your words carefully during this time. You may be super pissed. How teachable are you? Wow. That's interesting, because the thing is, I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, what the fuck is it going to take for these divine masculines to learn certain things? But What's it going to take for a divine feminine to understand certain concepts as well? It's not just about him. So how teachable are you? How much can you endure, or how much can you endure? How much more can you take? Is what the universe is actually saying right now. It's not a gain. It's not a punishment, but it is, how teachable are you? How far can we push the limits for you to learn something here? Okay. We can see a lot of struggle with the divine masculine. So of course I'm, want to say it's more directed towards him, but I can't let the divine feminines off the hook quite as easy too, because they have things that they need to learn as well. I'll take this one. Yeah, entrapment. Look at this. We have somebody that definitely feels trapped by some kind of situation. It's very heavy. For me, this divine feminine could actually feel very, very trapped in this situation with her divine masculine. She feels like she just wants to let go and be done. But every time maybe she tries, there's something that happens. The universe says, hey, don't forget, or she gets a sign, or he reaches out, whatever. There's just something that is keeping her bound, or there's something that's keeping the divine masculine bound in his other environment without you. But somebody feels trapped. Somebody has to cut these things away from them. They have to do the work. They have to learn the lesson. The universe says, how teachable are you? That speaks volumes to me. Okay. So heaviness in June, heaviness in July with the second set here. So we're going to see if the energy changes in August. Okay. So now we're going to go for August. What's going on? All right. We already have cards flying out, so we'll take them. All right, so this is what we have. We have another Two of Discs here. That's for me, the Twin Flame card for August, but it's in its reverse position. So that's an indication to me that, juggling things, because that's what the Two of Discs really is. It's about kind of, balancing your finances and balancing certain situations. It could be balancing two people, juggling two situations, etc. And this is kind of coming to a close, which is a good thing, okay? The Seven of Wands is also, when it's in its upright position, a card of struggle, where we're struggling with other people. For this card, for me, it's like struggling with the beast within. That is coming to a close. Three of Swords, same thing. So if we have third-party energies or any kind of heartbreak, sadness, that is also coming to a close. So actually, all three of these cards coming up in its reverse position are positive to me, okay? So what about this? So these things are kind of coming to an end now in August. We have been, we've been challenged. We have been beat down. We have just felt like shit. And so, yeah, what's next? You will be shown the way. Wow. The candle is that indication that you will be shown the way on what to do next. Somebody will be shown the way. Tiger, you decide to do something risky and you just take a chance. And the reason that you do it is because you've been given the sign. You've been given that nudge. It's going to resolve a problem too, which is awesome. Wishbone broken, wish will not be granted. Now the thing is, that coming up right afterwards, that's an indication to me that that is something that you decide to do. Maybe a wish that's, something that you're hearing right now. It's like, no, or not right now in August, you're hearing something, you're not happy, something is broken. So you decide to take some sort of action because of that, to amend that, to resolve this issue and this problem that your wish is not being granted. You decide to take action. You decide to go after something. You decide to either make contact or do something because you are driven and you're being shown the way. You decide to take a chance. Okay. And when you do that, it says deep personal strength and peace that assure success. And ear, good news. So to me, even though we've got this broken wishbone, that all the positive cards outweigh that negative. So initially there may be something that just seems broken. It may seem totally irreparable, but guess what? Your deep personal strength is going to get you through it. Listening to your intuition, taking a risk will solve this problem, and good news is coming. Good news happens. Good news takes place. Something positive takes place because of it. All right, so now we're going to go into some other cards. Oh, I just wanted to fly out. A wonderful idea, the aha moment. So again, you will be shown the way. You're going to be given some kind of aha moment advice in August. You're just going to have this inner knowingness of what to do. Just going to be guided to do something, and it's going to be risky, but you're going to do it. And it's going to lead to something good and positive. Wow, God of the underworld, something which no longer serves you is about to end. So there is something that's about to end for the divine masculine. I feel that it's connected to him, not you. So that could be the good news, is that there's something that's something that ends, a broken wishbone. Maybe it's somebody else's wish that's not granted. I got to take that into consideration. Wave of power, man. You are going to be powerful in August. So all this other crap, all this dark energy that came through in the beginning, not so moving forward. It's going to be different in August. You're going to start to change this around for yourself. Things are going to start to change. Yep. This is what we got here. This is a birthing process, a rebirthing process. This is seeing the potential in a situation. Somebody starts to see the potential. Somebody starts to wake up. Somebody starts to see the plan. They start to recognize the plan that was put in place before you even got here. To me, that's the divine masculine waking up. That one wants to pop out, so I'll take it. Seek your destiny. Again, somebody starts to look at things and go, hey, there's something bigger going on here. I want to go after it. I want to know what that is. I'm tired of being stuck. I'm tired of screwing around and just not feeling, I'm tired of feeling just mediocre. I want something bigger. I want something greater. They start to seek it. Message from the divine masculine. Look at this. What does he seek? A sacred union. Wow, look at that. He seeks the sacred union. That's what he wants. That's what he wants moving forward. He no longer wants the mediocre crap that he's been dealing with. He no longer desires to just be in those mediocre type of relationships. He wants something great. He wants something that he once felt with you. He's no longer scared. Look at this, clinging to the past. He's no longer willing to cling to his past. He's actually letting it go. That's what I'm getting from that message. He's letting the past go. You're also letting the past go. Whatever he did or didn't do, you're letting it go. You're willing to just see it in a different way. All right, nothing else wants to come out of that one, so I'm going to go for these. Galactic. I love it when this card comes up, because to me this is just telling you this is a universal connection. It's a divine connection, straight from the stars. And the universe is going to have a high... Hold on, let me get this. The universe is going to have a big part in the overall plan of the two of you. Message in a bottle. So there's a message coming in August. So either you're pursuing him, you're reaching out to him, or he's reaching out to you. There's something that comes in August in the form of a message that gets things stirred up. We have good news, and it's good news. So it's received well, or it's just good news, period. So I'm going to shuffle these guys and see what's going on. Gossip. Okay, so this is the thing. Along with messages as well, gossip could be a factor, as in, do not let either the opinions or the things that other people have to say to you during this time of either coming back or speaking again to your divine masculine. Really try not to let the ideas or the opinions of others be a factor for you. I know that's really hard when you have people that do care about you, people that look at the situation and they don't understand it. They don't understand this type of connection, so they actually look at it as being very toxic for you. And it can be toxic for some, yes. But the thing is, they don't understand it. So because of that, they have a tendency to say things that may be very negative, things that you don't need to hear. The reason why this card is green is because it's the green chakra, or it's the green chakra, the heart chakra. And so this means that what you're hearing could very well affect you in a negative way in your heart chakra. So make sure that, you know, people might have good intentions is what I'm actually getting. They really might not mean it in a negative way. but they're only at their level of understanding. So unfortunately, you have to be very careful with the people that you talk to about these types of things, or the people that you're getting advice from. Just make sure that you understand where they're coming from and how you're absorbing it, and don't let that affect you in a negative way, especially when it comes to making decisions that are straight from your heart. And that's what's required for this relationship and this kind of connection, is to be, you know, strictly thinking in the heart, strictly in an unconditional love type of way. It's not about ego. It's not even about common sense sometimes. It's just about going with your heart. So that's what's going to be happening in August. Let's move on into September. All right, September. Serendipity. Bright new prospects are on the horizon. That's beautiful. That's what we want to hear for September, because we've been in some darker times here, the second set. So bright new prospects are on the horizon. Material harvest here. This here is the, wow, this is really bent up. This one here is the Nine of Pentacles here. And the Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful card, because this is all about just feeling very prosperous with what we built up in the material world. The nines to me are also cards of solitude. That doesn't mean that the two of you can't come together and work together, but I'm seeing that people are feeling really good on their own. People are feeling good enough to possibly take down those masks and to share themselves with somebody else, combine their energy and their efforts with someone else. So that's a positive thing. Sadness and isolation. But the reason that I like this card in this deck here, this is the Three of Swords. We already just saw the Three of Swords here. It just came up before this, but in a different deck. And it was reversed, okay? But the reason that I like this card is because even though we have sadness and isolation, these are two twins mirroring each other. That's why I love this deck so much. To me, it's so twin flame related. But sadness and isolation, we have one twin down and the other one up, giving or lending that energy. We have that orb of light that is around one person while the other one is down. So what I'm seeing for this one here is just more mirroring going on. And me, personally, what I'm feeling is that the better that you feel about yourself, the better that your twin's going to feel. It's not about you doing the work and they do nothing. It's just more like just trying to get on the same level, trying to get on the same vibration. So I'm still seeing a little bit of a disconnect there. I'm seeing things starting to happen in August. I'm seeing the intentions are there, but you may still be going through these struggles where you're still going to be feeling like, not sure that we're on the same track just yet. Let's check it out. Okay, so we still have some devil energy coming up here. So the devil here is just still people working out their crap. They're working out their earthly matters. They're working on their stuff still, okay? Yep, they're working on in the material world. As I just said that's what popped up. But the thing is I do see with the threes here that we have some people that want to come together and start combining their energies to work on something together. Just when I say this, we've got the Temperance card here, which is about balance, which is about allowing someone to come into their life and to possibly work together, give the relationship a second chance, heal the things that have happened or have gone wrong. Let's do it right this time. Wow, with that Tower energy, let's rebuild. That's it. Let's take down the old structure. Let's take down the old beliefs. Let's heal the hurts. Let's heal the pain. Let's move forward. Let's restructure this thing. Even though we still have no idea how it's going to turn out or if it's going to work out, because the Seven of Cups is a card of mental confusion. It's a card of just maybe being a little bit in a fantasy land, whatever. You both might even go into it with the notion of who knows if it's going to work, but let's do it anyways. You might even be thinking to yourself, trying to logically reason with yourself, what the hell are you doing? Why am I doing this again with this individual? Why am I doing this? So you might be going through that as well. But the Princess of Wands here, she's not 100% ready to actually trust. She's not 100% ready to give it a go. It doesn't mean that she won't, but yeah, here, I knew that was the Divine Feminine we're talking about. That's the Empress. she's ready, but she's not 100% on board with the with either the second go around or however many go arounds it's been now with some of you twins out there. She's not quite ready. She's not quite sure. But guess what? She does it anyways. The Ace of Cups. There is a new beginning here. Okay. There is a new beginning here with this set. The second set of twins. There's a new beginning. So because of that, even though it will feel shaky, even though you might feel like, oh, this, I don't know about this. I'm nervous. I'm not sure if this is going to work. I'm not sure if this was the right move. I don't know if he's ready, blah, 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 all those things. What the universe is just saying to you is you just got to trust. You just got to trust. Okay. Make sure the vibes that you are sending out are the right types of vibes. Check your energy. Okay. Cloak yourself in light. Also cloak your partner in light. So even though that you guys have this reconnection, you're still going to have to do work. It's not going to be hunky-dory all of a sudden. It's going to be work for you. Okay. Somebody's still going to be in deep freeze. So they're going to need some time to de-thaw. It's not like all of a sudden they're just going to come back to you and they're just going to be 100% healed. Yes, a lot of work will have been done, but they may not be 100% like themselves. It may take some time for them to melt. I love that we have the cups here and it looks like fire to me. The fire just melts into water. It's beautiful. Cleaning house. Yep, it's going to take you. You guys are going to have to do the work. You're going to have to do the work, and people are going to be asking why. People are going to want to know what the fuck happened? Why did we do this? Or why has this happened? Or why did you do this? All those things. So to me, what I'm seeing here is a reunion that people, they may not just 100% like move in together or get back together right on track, but I'm definitely seeing that there is some kind of connection. There is some type of reconnect. There is the desire to want to start to work through some of these problems with these divine masculines that are showing up here for some of you divine feminines. Okay. So in September, it looks like something is changing. Something is more of a yes than a no this time. And there's just new energy now to work with. It's not stagnant where it's been for quite some time. But there's definitely still some things to get through. But what relationship is perfect, right? So now we're going to move on into October. All right, it's October now. What's going to happen? What's happening here? All right. You guys hanging in there? Okay. Whoa. All right. What's happening? Challenge. Okay. So the challenge begins. All right. So I'm not exactly sure just yet what Spirit's telling me and what direction to go. So give me a second here. I'm going to switch modes. Nope. Not feeling that. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so the Devil and the Seven of Discs, all right? I feel like we're still talking about the same set of divine masculines and feminines, okay? Because the Devil's still here. The Devil was just here before. We all obviously knew that this reconnection was going to be challenging because we're still dealing with the Devil energy. We're still dealing with things that are earthly. We're still dealing with things that might be a struggle. The Seven of Discs to me is a card where we've built a plan. We've built up something, but what now? What do? Are we done? No, we're not done. There's still work to be done, okay? So we came back together. That's great. But guess what? Now we have a new set of challenges. Not everything is bliss. Your connection with your twin is bliss, of course. The energy is great. The sex is great. The chemistry is out of this world, all those things. But you know what? Trying to exist in the 3D world might be a little challenging for some of you. So that makes sense. It's realistic to me. So what is going on with these challenges? What now? We have wishes fulfilled. That's the Nine of Cups. It's beautiful. Okay. To me, oh, look, divine masculine and feminine energy. So to me, I was just going to say that, this is some kind of wisdom that is being shown onto the divine feminine. But guess what? It's not just for the divine feminine. It's for the masculine too, which is why this card just popped up before I even started talking. That's it. This is a very blissful connection. Even though there are challenges, the two of you will be shown the light. The two of you will be shown the way. This feels very, very good. It feels like a wish come true. So despite some of these outer influences, or despite some of these challenges that you will face them together. You guys will decide to move forward in a positive direction. I love that those cards came up like that. Sorry, I have cats that are scratching to get in. Take the lead. So somebody's going to take the lead. Who's going to take the lead? Is it the divine feminine or the divine masculine? Oh, look at this. This is the divine masculine here. He's going to take the lead for a change. I love that. He's going to embrace the new. He's going to embrace the new in this situation. This is the world. This is new starts, fresh starts, new beginnings. Fantastic. Taking the lead. He's going to be the masculine. This shadow here, this is the two of you though. I believe that you're going to be shadowing each other. So again, just because you get together and things are wonderful and they're blissful and, you know, you guys have this new beginning, it doesn't mean that the work is over. You guys still may reflect back to one another. You guys still may bring up those things within one another to where you'll need to work on them. But the time of running away and moving forward will be positive. It won't be away from each other. It will be towards the same goal. This set coming up here. Yep, we have the devil coming up again. There will be temptation. There will still be these issues, but you will work on them together. Together, you're going to work on these. Look at this. I love it. Same exact card, different deck. Wishes fulfilled. Dream come true. You guys get your wish this time. You guys both get it. That's why there's two of them coming up. And we have smack dab right in the middle, masculine and feminine. You guys both get your wish. You guys finally both feel like you have arrived at your destination. It's not perfect, but nothing is. You guys still work together on your shit, but you do it together. You're not willing to run away anymore. You don't want to run away because you know it's what you want. So this is very, very positive. So we're still dealing with the same masculine and feminine energies here that we have been channeling for the last few months. So we're going to see if it takes a turn. And if not, we're just going to keep going with it. All right, now we're going into November. Let's see what the universe has to say in regards to, is this the same kind of energy that we're talking about here? Or is this in fact different, a different set? All right, so we have the Star, the Justice card, and the Ten of Cups. Oh, wow. All right. You know what? There's way too many to spell. Come on. Okay, so that's Six of Cups to me. That is an indicator that we are dealing with the same energy. And the reason why is because this is not new. It's past. It's past energy. These are things that we've already been talking about. So that's that indicator to me that we're talking about the same type of... But the thing is, for me, this is collective now. All right. So I guess in a way, if we were talking about a specific set of divine masculines and feminines in the beginning of the reading and then towards the middle of the reading, we switched. I feel like this is just a message for all at this point. That's what I feel. Because Six of Cups to me is just people that are just a part of the past. They're just a part of the past, okay? And the Star to me is about healing. It's also about divine connections. The Ten of Cups is a card where, you know, we should be experiencing that, but we're not. Why are we not experiencing that right now? Because there's some kind of an imbalance right now. There's an imbalance within either the world or just within people. Yeah, the Nine of Cups is just persevering. I mean, not Nine of Cups, I'm sorry. The Nine of Wands is just persevering, just getting through something. Just really trying to make it. Really trying to keep it together. Really trying to just kind of struggle through it all. The Staff. Wow. You will be taken care of in difficult times. Yes, it has been a difficult time, okay? But Spirit's just telling you right then and there that you are struggling on this journey. It's because, you know, you're meant to struggle. Sorry, my cat is... Get down. Come on. You know, you're meant to struggle. This chain is saying chain of events that will affect your life. Everything is happening exactly the way that it's supposed to be happening right now. Okay? Nothing is an accident. Nothing is for nothing. Arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So if you guys felt that this twin flame journey isn't for you, that's Spirit's way of saying you're wrong. It is. You are on the right path. And the moon changes in your life. Wow. Whenever the moon comes up, it always tells me, you know, there's a special connection to Pisces for me when it comes to the moon. Sorry, can't help it. But if that is for some of you divine feminines that are Pisces, or you're dealing with a Pisces, that could be a special message for you in regards to these messages that are coming through here. But these messages here, I don't feel are for any specific. I feel they're more collective. They're for, you know, any and all. Whoa. Yeah. So we will have a new beginning here. Just don't know when. All right. And we also have an Ace of Swords. We have two cards that are about beginnings. Number one's aces. So there will be some sort of success, and there will be some sort of love that will be renewed in this situation, which is positive. We will come together again. We just had cards flying out here. Yep. Well-deserved reward. Hang in there. It's a well-deserved reward. And with your dedicated effort, you will get that reward. So it's the 8 and the 9 of Pentacles there. So your dedicated effort on this union. Look at this. See? Your dedicated effort on this union will pay off. You will be rewarded down the line. What does your divine masculine have to say about this? You are loved more than you will ever know. Remember, I always love you. So regardless if he's in your life or not, that's just that message straight from him, from his higher self, from the 5D, that he loves you. And please remember. There's a card that flipped up. Yeah, look at this. I love it. That's the divine masculine card to me. That's the Emperor, the father of this deck here. So this is somebody that's stepping into their manhood. I don't know when, but they're going to. It could be November, of course. Then we are talking about November. Oh, look at this in the crone. So what I want to tell you about this here, though, is that the crone is, so it goes maiden, mother, crone. This one here we have youth, father, and I think it is wise man or something like that. The crone is at the highest. She has very high wisdom. She has done the work. She has conquered something within herself. The father's right in the middle. Okay, the father is definitely good enough. It's not that the youth isn't good enough. It's just that we have the father. He's stable. He's learned his lessons. He's still learning. The crone, though, is the feminine energy. So she's still a step ahead of the divine masculine. Okay, she just is. She just is. It's not a negative or a diss to the divine masculine, by the way. But change is unavoidable. So things that have to be changed are unavoidable. They will happen. So be patient with this process. And what I'm seeing here is because we have this divine masculine that has to create this change within himself. He has to go through these challenging things that are going to change him. It is unavoidable. Things are going to change. Things will not always be this way. So just try to be patient with the process. Try to be patient with what he has to do. I had to leave that way. So that could be a special message for any of you out there that just basically got dumped, left. He ghosted you. You have no idea what the frick happened. He's just gone. You have no idea. What he's saying is he had to leave that way. He had to. He had to leave that way. Doesn't make sense, but he had to leave that way. I'm going to take these. This right here is about working on yourself. This right here is about letting something go, okay? So the thing is when we let something go, if it comes back to us, it belongs to us. Have faith in that, is what the universe is saying. And in the meantime, work on yourself. You have so much talent. You have so much to give to not only the world and yourself, but also to this union and situation. You are good enough. You are what he wants. Try not to let those thoughts of either things that he said to you get to you and make you feel like you are less than or unworthy. It's not true. It's not true. You have the strength to get through this. You're stronger than you realize. It's what the universe wants you to know right now. You're stronger than you realize. So basically for this set here, it's not really for a set. To me, these are just collective messages that are coming through. It's just kind of like anything that was residual, anything that we didn't touch up on. It's just that reminder for everybody to be strong. It's the reminder that the effort will pay off, that there will be new beginnings, that this isn't all for nothing, that there is a connection, that it is divinely guided, you know, that this chain of events, everything that's happened so far up until this point has been destined. You're being taken care of in these difficult times, whether you feel that or not. Change is avoidable. It will happen. So I just feel that was a collective message. So we're going to go ahead and move into December and just see what happens. Okay, so we are just going to go ahead and top, whoa. Okay, well, I was just going to say we're just going to top it off with some messages from random decks I have, and they're flying all over the place, and I want to take them. Okay, so to cap it all off in December, I mean, heck, I know we're in December now, but this is for the year. So for some of you, it just may feel like, are you freaking kidding me that it's going to be this long? I got to wait that long? Nothing that's been said here is set in stone. These are just energies that are coming through today, okay? Everybody has free will on this path. Nothing is, you know, set in stone as far as what people are going to do or what they're not going to do. I mean, things are destined. Things are preordained. That's my opinion. But we all have free will to go against that grain. We all have free will. The universe can want it for us as much as possible, and they can move mountains and create miracles to make it happen. But it's really ultimately up to us and what we allow to have in our lives or what we experience, you know? That's just the beauty of it all. But I think to end up the message, I'm not even going to specifically say this is December. This is what's happening in December. I feel that this is the message that's just going to wrap up the whole freaking year for 2018. That's what I'm being guided to tell you right now. This isn't even about December. Unless there's a specific card that comes up that's like a predictive type of a thing. Other than that, I'm not reading it like that. Forgiveness. That's what it's about. It's reducing the burden. Forgiveness. Forgiveness must be given to yourself and to your divine masculine in 2018. It's gotta happen. Something about getting comfortable in your own skin, claiming your authenticity, being yourself, forgiving others, forgiving yourself, stepping into your own power, being comfortable in your own skin for 2018, living your dreams to the fullest, whatever dreams that you've had that you've been sitting on for quite some time. It's time to dream bigger. You can, is what I'm being told. You can do it. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. Don't set limiting beliefs for yourself. Don't dream small, dream big. So I'm just going to take these two cards that popped up. Reduce your need to compare yourself to others, okay? Not everybody is the same. Staying in that mindset is going to make it to where you're not comfortable in your own skin. So that's something that the universe is telling you for 2018. Really, really try to work on yourself. If that means working on your outside until you feel good enough to work on the inside, then that's what you need to do. It works differently for everyone, okay? It just does. And it's time to slow down and enjoy this journey. You don't have to rush. You don't have to try to get to the end, to the destination. Try to slow down and realize that it's a journey, not a destination, okay? That's just what's coming through. Take that one. The key, locked doors will be opened this year, okay? So things that have been a mystery will now be unlocked. Things that you have wanted to know for quite some time, or conversations that will unlock the doors to new understanding will be unlocked. That's a good thing. Now, it doesn't promise whether or not the messages will be awesome or that they will be negative. It's just saying things that have been unlocked for quite some time will now be unlocked. That's good. That means things will not remain stagnant. Things will actually move. All right. But some of you divine feminines are going to be loyal to the very end. You're going to be loyal to this path. This is a path that works for you. This is a path that you're dedicated to, okay? It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the divine feminine out there that needs a break or just says, you know what, this isn't for me. That is not to shame anybody in any way. This isn't for everyone, okay? It's not a path that is for everyone. I believe that it is a path that won't let you go. That's my opinion. You can try to let go and it might not let you go, especially if the universe is trying to, get you to learn something here. But if some of you need to take a temporary break, that's not to shame you in any way. But I think that some divine feminines here are just coming through as very strong as they know what they do. I mean, they know what they want. They have their eye on the mark and they're willing to do the work. Yep, like they're on fire. High Priestess of Fire. Damn, they're going to be passionate too. They're going to be passionate. They're going to be working on themselves creatively. They're going to be working on their passions. They're going to be working on their bodies. They're going to be working on how they feel about themselves. They're going to be on freaking fire. This came up in one of my prior readings for 2018. Damn, they're going to be on fire. And they're going to be so on fire that energy is going to be so attractive. Hell, they may even attract not only their divine masculine to them, but all sorts of things to them. They might not even know what to do. Yeah, she's going to trust. She's going to trust even through challenging times. She's going to know that this is her divine masculine still, putting that shield up and not letting her in. But she's going to trust anyway. She's going to move forward anyways. She's going to be like the fool on this journey. She's just going to go forth. She's going to take that leap of faith. She's not going to give a shit. She's going to do it for herself. She's just going to live for her. And when she lives for her, it's actually living for her divine masculine as well. But she's not worrying about it. She's not worried about it. Solitude. Okay, so the thing is, there is still this energy coming through for some of you divine feminines out there that you will be in a state of solitude, and so will your divine masculine. So I'm not predicting that for any particular set because, I did see that the first set that we talked about, it did look to me like there was going to be some reunion. Second set, a little more challenging. Thoughts were there, but it did look like there's a reunion. This isn't a third set. I just believe that this is really a message for all of 2018. You may not see that right away. It may take some time before you get there. So be okay with the solitude. Be okay with what you're being dealt at the time. Be okay if your divine masculine is still just not there and not ready yet, okay? Sisters of Seasons, it's all about divine order. This is a time to grow. People are learning something huge here. It's not all for nothing. Work is being done. Time isn't really being wasted. That's just an illusion. People will take their masks off and reveal their truth this year. That already came up. Things will be revealed. Things will be said. Things will be clear. So stay strong. Stay strong in the face of opposition. Stay strong. Continue. Okay? So we're going to end it with some messages from the divine masculine for you. Enjoy your freedom. There's nothing that's stopping you. Don't let this stop you from enjoying your freedom while you have it. Continue to live your life. Gosh darn it. All right, well, those wanted to stay up, so I'm going to take them. Trust. This transformation is going to this transformation is going to occur through the acceptance of how things are. Trust in the process, because guess what? The answer is yes. This is it. This is worth it. This is all these challenging things that you're going through. It's worth it. The answer is yes. You will end up with your divine masculine. You will end up with him and this beautiful union at some point. Again, I don't really have a time marker for this one. These messages that are coming through, I know that we had some dates that we talked about. I believe it was May, and I think September or October for the others. But these messages, again, at the end are just kind of those gentle reminders of, you know, what you may be feeling or what you may be going through throughout that year. Okay. Actually, I'm being guided to use this, and then we're going to close up. Unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. So trust your intuition. And in the meantime, don't be tempted to lower your standards. Okay? So I know that a lot of us, we struggle. We feel angry. We feel sadness. We feel loss. And we feel just pissed. And sometimes we want to do things that we know that probably aren't good for us. Sometimes we want to say things or take action when maybe it's not the right time. So that's just that reminder of not to lower your standards, especially if there is a karmic situation that is going on with your divine masculine. It's telling you not to lower your standards. Try not to get on that person's level. You know, that person is working with the tools that they have too. So everybody's just doing the best that they can. And that's just the best way to really look at the situation. So we are going to go ahead and end it with one more message. I don't know why I just can't close it up. I can't close it up. This was the last one. Remember how beautiful you are, divine feminines. Seriously, remember just see how beautiful you are. Really believe in that this year, okay? I think that's a beautiful, beautiful message to close with. Remember how beautiful you really are. Remember the beauty within yourself. It's time to take all of that's happened. It's time to take all of the words that have been spoken, especially if it's been in a negative way towards you, or you have taken something negative or taken something to heart and really have felt very negatively about it. Remember the beauty within yourself. This is a reflection back at you of the beautiful being that you truly, truly are. You truly are that divine feminine, and you can radiate at such a high level. You don't have to be in the dark. You don't have to be, you don't have to be on the bottom. You don't have to be a victim. You're beautiful, and you can shine too. And it's not just about everybody else doing their thing. You know, you deserve to be beautiful. You deserve to feel the beauty of life. You deserve to have all those wonderful things, you know, that you deserve. Wow, I just said deserve like 10 times. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, I really hope that you enjoyed this reading, and it was a long one, so I hope you hung in there, and let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below if you feel like it. If not, no biggie. I will see you guys in the new year. Thanks for watching.